Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing this. This is the Revell 1/72 scale Heinkel HE70 F-2. This one is another Heinkel, so I'm quite happy about that. It has 82 parts, it's 6.5 centimeters long. It cost me £7.99 to buy, so as of right now, seems like a fair price for the kit. Bottom of the box, just got some safety information and a post-it note that I've put on there. Ignore that for now, please, or forever. On the bottom, just got the same as the side, and more safety, and then the same as the front. Back of the box, you've got a rough idea of what it should look like when it's finished. Bit where I rip the tape off. Paints you'll need from the Revell range, and of course you've got the rest of it and the level. Don't trust the Revell skill levels because it's based off the parts, not the actual difficulty of the kit. And if I didn't mention, this box art is quite nice. I'm still not a big fan of the computer generated aspect of it though. Let's have a look inside this box, shall we? Come in a nice bag, and then there's your instructions. Pretty sure there's definitely decals, but they're in the booklet here. So let's have a look, shall we? So on the front of the instructions, you've got a nice picture of what the model's going to look like when it's finished, and then you've got safety information, so just telling you what the symbols mean, and then of course you've got the stupid Revell paint system. So the way they do this, okay, is they have the paints numbered. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the camera. So the way they do this, they have the paints numbered. So you've got all the paint numbers, and they assign a letter to each paint. It's stupid because I don't see why they couldn't just write the number of the paint instead of the letter, so I've got to go through the instructions and write down all the different paint numbers. On this page you've got a sprue map, so that's the two sprues and then the clear parts, and then we're on to the assembly. So the first thing you'll start to do is you'll start to assemble the cockpit, so that's the chairs, and it looks like you'll attach it onto the lower wings. Then it appears you'll be putting clear parts into the fuselage of the aircraft, and then you'll be attaching the cockpit assembly that you made, and then cowlings, tail stabilisers, and then it looks like you're assembling the wings at the bottom here, and then of course you're putting the wings onto the body, then the nose, then the propeller, landing gear, and then of course the canopy. On the back you got the painting instructions. Very nice to see that they're in colour, even though they've got this stupid Revell number layout. And then of course you've got where the decals go. All seems very nice here. Now let's move on to the parts. It does also come with a little safety booklet as well, so that will just tell you everything you need to know in multiple different languages, which is very lovely. So now let's look at the parts. So all the parts are in this nice little bag here. I have, of course, already picked them out of the bag, just because I wanted to. On this first sprue, it looks to be quite nice. There seems to be a few like blotches here and there. I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but there is a blotch something there. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. It doesn't look like it. Parts look like they've got a bit of flash on them. And other than that, this sprue looks good. But yeah, you can see the flash on the bottom of the wing there. On this next sprue, you've got the rear stabilisers, and it looks like parts of the cockpit and landing gear. You can see where it's kind of come off a bit rubbish. Here you can see there's lots of injection molding, sorry. Yeah, other than that it looks alright. No pilot with this kit. Bit of a shame. Here, of course, you've got the fuselage of the aircraft along with the wings, and one of the wings. The other wing was over there somewhere. And then here you've got the lower wing bay where you'd assemble the cockpit onto. Now let's have a look at the clear parts. They're also inside a little bag, which I do quite like these little bags. They do keep the parts very nice. Clear parts, all are looking pretty good. They could probably do with a bit of a polish, because I don't know if you can see that very well. And they've got lines in them, which is a bit weird. Other than that, they seem alright. So I'm just going to pop them back in the bag so they don't get scratched. That is something I do recommend you do with your kits. With the plastic parts, if you do take them out and have a look at them, always put them back in the bag so they don't get scratched up or lose them, which, as some of you may know, I did with my Gladiator, so I've got to order a new one at some point. On the decal sheet, the decals look very, very good. They almost look a little bit thick, but that could be fine. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah. And with that, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Goodbye.